Welcome to this weekend's pregame show for the Sooner Boomers, Lon Kruger, Cam Clark, and the OU men's basketball program. The Oklahoma Sooners this week in the pre-show look to take a Texas two-step. They'll play University of Texas of Arlington in Norman, and then they'll head down for the SEC Big 12 Challenge, which, by the way, congratulations for the Big 12 in winning. Winning, as Charlie Sheen would say. But there's still one game that needs to be played in the SEC Big 12 Challenge. Texas A&M, the Aggies, and Oklahoma will play in a neutral field and a neutral site in Houston's Toyota Center, the home of the Houston Rockets. Before the A&M game, Oklahoma has a little pretest. The Arlington Mavericks. The Arlington Mavericks last year finished 19-14 and lost in the 2013 CollegeInsider.com tournament to Oral Roberts, 84-76. Their head coach is Scott Cross. Is in his 7th year at UTA and has a winning percentage of .560 with 122 wins and at University of Texas of Arlington. The leading returning players for Arlington Mavericks: Brandon Edwards and Greg Gainey. Brandon Edwards averaged 7.76 points per ball game last year for the Mavs of UTA, 0.76 assists per ball game, and 7.33 rebounds per ball game last year for the UTA Mavs. The opposite leading scorer for the UTA Mavs, Greg Gainey, 6.79 points per ball game, 0.36 assists per ball game, and 3.64 rebounds per ball game last year for the 19 and 14 Mavericks. As for the University of Oklahoma, of course, 2012 lost in the NCAA tournament to San Diego State. In his 3rd year ahead of the Sooner Boomers and the Sooner Schooner, Lon Kruger. Overall, he has 514 total wins to 331 total losses with a winning percentage of 0.608. He has also coached at Texas Pan American from 83 to 86, went home to Kansas State for a couple of years, 86 to 90, traveled to the University of Florida from 90 to 96, went to the University of Illinois from 96 to 2000, came back to college in 04, left 04 for UNLV, where he stayed until 2010. After that 2010 season, he left for the University of Oklahoma, where he is currently the head coach. He's also had 2 stints in the NBA from 2000 to 2003. He was with the Atlanta Hawks, and he was also with the New York Knickerbockers from 03 to 04. The leading returning scorers for your Oklahoma Sooners, Buddy Hield and Cameron Clark. Last year, Buddy Money Hield averaged 7.82 points per ball game last year for the Sooners, 1.85 assists per ball game, and 4.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. Cam Clark, the power forward, soft forward slot, covered 6.47 points last year for the Sooners, 0.45 assists per ball game, and 3.19 points rebounds per ball game off the bench for the Oklahoma Sooners. The A&M Oklahoma SEC Big 12 Challenge in Houston. The Aggies of 2012 went 18-15 for Billy Kennedy, losing in the second round of the SEC Championships to Missouri 62-50. Bill Kennedy is in his third year with the A&M Aggies. He has also been at Centenary out in Louisiana. He was there from 97 to 99. Southeastern Louisiana State. He was there from 1999 to 2005. Murray State from 05 to 2011. And Texas A&M from 2011 to present. Overall, he has 443 wins, 212 losses, with a winning percentage of 0.534. The leading returners for the A&M Aggies, Harris, Fabian, and Courtney Robertson. Fabiana averaged last year points per ball game. He was at 11.97 points per ball game. Assists were 1.34 assists per ball game, and rebounds were 2.31 rebounds per ball game last year for the Aggies. Courtney Robinson was the other leading scorer last year for the Aggies, with 6.91 points per ball game, 0.76 assists per ball game, and 6.64 rebounds per ball game last year for the Texas A&M Aggies. As for the Oklahoma Sooners of 2012, 20-12 last year, losing to San Diego State in the first round, under the direction of head coach Lon Kruger, who's in his third year at OU. He has also coached at Texas Pan American from 83 to 86. 86 to 90, he went home to Kansas State. 90 to 96, he rebuilt the Florida program. 96 to 2000, he helped Illinois. Took a couple of years out for the NBA, came back. UNLV invited him back from 04 to 2010. And then 2010 to present, he's been with our Oklahoma Sooners. The Atlanta Hawks were the NBA, and the New York Knicks were his NBA stops. He was with Atlanta from 2000 to 2003, and the Knicks from 2003 to 2004. As far as college is concerned, Lon Kruger has a winning percentage of 0.608, with 514 wins and 331 losses coming into this new year. The leading returners from last year, points per ball game at least, Buddy Hield and Cameron Clark. Buddy Hield, he averaged 7.82 points per ball game last year for the Sooners, while averaging 1.85 assists per ball game for the Sooners, and 4.19 rebounds per ball game last year for the Sooners. Cam Clark was another guy. He averaged 6.47 points per ball game last year, 0.45 assists per ball game last year, and 3.19 rebounds per ball game last year off the bench for the Sooners. Well, as always, follow me on Twitter and on Facebook. My Twitter account is @SoonerFanOK, or follow me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, Boomer Sooners, Boomer Nation. See you next time. Boomer!